Hey, what's going on? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out this course right here called Automatic Cash Cars. Maybe you ran into this webinar and you're wondering, is this legitimate? Okay, can you really make money by renting out your cars like an Airbnb property? What is this all about? How much does it cost, right? And is this a good way for you to create additional passive income on the side? We're going to check it all out, all right? Now, at any time, if you want to get my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month, 100% from home, go ahead and click the link below and I'll share my favorite strategy with you. Now, on this channel, I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different ways to make money on the internet. Some of them are really good, some of them so-so. A lot of them are real waste of time though. So let's take a look at Automatic Cash Cars to find out what this is all about and can you really make money using this strategy, okay? Now, Automatic Cash Cars is a very cool course that basically teaches you how to rent cars, your own car, or you can grow your fleet as well, and you can rent them out like an Airbnb property, right? And you can generate rental income from renting those cars, right? So it's very, very cool. And what you would do is you would use a car rental marketplace called Turo, okay, mainly. Now, the thing about Turo though is that for this strategy to work, you have to be in the right country, okay? So this is very much geared for countries where Turo is available. If it's not available in your country, you're not going to be able to use this strategy. The other thing that you have to understand as well about this particular strategy is that the car rental business has to be a specific type of car rental business like the US market in order for you to use this strategy properly. There are a lot of countries where the car rental market is not like the US. If that's not the case for you, then you're not going to be able to use automatic cash cars to make money this way, okay? But Turo is available in the US, in Canada, in Australia, in the UK, and in certain parts of Europe, like France, for example. So they just launched in France right now, right? But again, your car rental market has to be like the US market so that the numbers and the metrics work out for you, okay? So if you are based in one of those countries, then basically this is how this works, right? So what you would do is you would rent out your cars, you would list them on the Turo marketplace, and you would basically pocket the difference, all right? And generally it works like this. For every single car that you are going to rent out, right? You're gonna have to pay for the car loan, which is roughly about $600, depending on the type of car, but we're talking about, you know, an average price car, right? Not something that's too luxury, something, you know, in the middle. It's about $600 to rent that car for yourself, right? Every single month. $200 a month for little, you know, different types of expenses, and you can expect to earn roughly about $1,500 as rental fees through the Turo website. So your take home per car profit is roughly about $700, okay? And then the whole goal of this particular strategy is for you to scale your fleet. So you go from 1 car to 2 cars to 3 cars to 4 cars to 5 cars, renting it out on Turo, and you're making roughly about $700 profit per car. So if you have roughly about 5 cars, eventually you're making roughly about $3,500, okay? So what Automatic Cash Cars does is this is a course that will teach you how to do that, right? So there are 6 modules, right? 6 very detailed modules, and they talk about everything from, first of all, understanding Turo, okay? How this works, how this car rental marketplace works. It teaches you all about market analysis. So basically, where do you live in the world? Let's just say you live in the US or in Canada. Which areas of your particular, wherever you live, your town, your village, your city, right? Where is the best place to rent out your cars, right? So it really also depends on where you live. If you live in a place where the car rental market is not very good, then this strategy might not work out that well for you. So it also does depend on where you live, okay? Exactly, in the US, in the UK, in Canada, where are you living exactly, right? Can you actually make money from the demand of car rentals through the Turo website? That's very, very important. So they talk all about market analysis. They talk about growing your fleet. How you go from 1 car to 5 cars, to 10 cars, to 20 cars, that sort of thing. So the whole name of the game is to scale. But if you don't want to scale, if you just want to make an extra $700, maybe an extra $1,000, then you can also use this strategy to do that, okay? What model of cars sell well? Should you be going exotics? So should you be going, mid-range? Should you be going mid to lower range, right? So they talk all about the best cars, how to price them, how to manage the insurance on them, how to maintain your fleet, okay? How, things like fleet protection, how do you actually list your car on Turo? Because there is a very, very important way to list your car, right? How do you take nice pictures of your car? How do you write the right listing so that it's exciting, it creates curiosity, and it makes people want to actually rent out your car on the Turo website itself? All these things are important, right? And then there's a bonus module, which is module number 7, that talks all about how do you manage other people's cars on Turo. Okay, so you don't only need to make money from your own car, but you can actually become a manager and manage other people's cars, and you can make even more money that way, which I think is a pretty cool bonus and strategy. All right, so that's essentially what it teaches you. So it's a very detailed course that teaches you how to make money by renting out cars through the Turo website. That's essentially what it is. Now, how much does this cost? Now, currently, I don't know if they're going to change the price of this. They say they're going to change it, but I don't know if they really will. But currently, at the time of recording this video, automatic cash cars is a very, very affordable $97 one time. Okay, so it's not expensive. It's a very, very cheap, actually, training program that's going to teach you how to create a car rental business through Turo, right? And on top of that, with the actually 7 modules that you're getting, because it's the 6 core modules, and then the 7th module is the managing other people's cars module, right? They've got another few bonuses right here, which I think are pretty cool. All right, no money down cars, the hottest new cars in cities that you can rent out through, rental car income calculator, and access to their private Facebook group as well, where all of the students hang out and you can get support that way, which I think is pretty cool. So I think it's a really good deal, honestly. $97 one time for potentially creating a car rental business through Turo, I think is a really, really affordable course to buy. This is the thing that I like about automatic cash cars, right? They're very realistic. So I've seen some other training courses on, this is basically called car rental arbitrage. All right, so you basically rent out a car, you buy the car or you rent the car yourself, and then you rent it out on Turo and you make the difference, right? So that's called arbitrage. It is a very unhypey. Okay, so there are a lot of these sort of passive income make money programs that are extremely hypey. The nice thing I like about automatic cash cars is right at the beginning, they got a very clear disclaimer that says that 90% of their students do not make any money with this strategy, okay? Or people that use this strategy don't make money because they don't take action, right? So it's important to understand that just because you buy a course doesn't mean that you're going to make money from it, because if you don't take action on the information, then of course you're not going to make any money from it. It's like getting a gym membership and then expecting to lose a lot of weight or getting jacked. Well, you will only get jacked or lose a lot of weight if you actually go to the gym on a regular basis and implement the right weight loss or muscle building strategy, right? So it's not just about the gym, it's about your diet and all that stuff and your lifestyle. Are you sleeping enough? Things like that. So the automatic cash cars program is the same, right? It's a strategy that can work, but if you don't implement it correctly, you're not going to make any money with this at all, right? And what they do say is that, potentially you can make anywhere from a few $1,000s a month, up to $10,000 a month, right? So, or more, depending on how much you want to scale the business. But they don't say things like, you're going to make $100,000 a month with this kind of business. I mean, you can eventually, if you've got like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cars, but that will take quite a long time, okay? So that's what I like about this program. It's not hypey, and I think it's a very realistic and doable strategy if you live in the right markets. All right, if you live in the right countries, you live in the right cities, the right towns, it is possible to do well and make some extra money on the side with this particular strategy. It's not huge money, but I gave you the numbers earlier. Roughly, it's about $700 profit per car, and then you just need to scale from there. So really, if you wanted to get to $5,000 divided by 700, you would need roughly about 7 cars, okay, eventually. If you wanted to get to $10,000 divided by 700, you would need 14 cars. So 14 cars is going to take you a little bit of time, right? That's not something that you're going to do on day one. That might take you 6 months. It might take you 12 months to build up to 14 cars, right? But you would start with 1 car, even your own car if you have that, and then you can kind of start building from there. The one thing that I will say about this particular strategy is you do need a little bit of cash flow, okay? So even though they do have a bonus right here where it says no money down cars, approval, that kind of thing, I would say that for you to use this successfully, okay, you definitely need to have at least $800 to rent out a car and pay for all the ancillary expenses and stuff like that. So this is not a strategy where you can start with 0 money at all. So I would say that, look, if you only have $97 right now and you don't have any additional money to grow this strategy, then I would say that it's very unrealistic for you to make money with this particular strategy that way, you do need to have a little bit of money, okay? So at least $800 for your first month to actually get the car, pay for some expenses, and then start to rent it out. But very, very quickly, you can generate income if you do this correctly. Now, they do have a refund policy, all right? But the refund policy is an action-based refund, all right? So if you look down here, they have a refund policy, but to qualify for the refund, you must show them that you've listed your car on the website that they give you and that you took photos the way that they showed you inside the course. And if you completed these 2 steps and no one reached out to you to rent your car, they're not saying that it's just people reaching out to you, so interested parties, right? But if you haven't rented your car at all, it doesn't really matter. As long as people have reached out to you and you've done it in the way that they instructed, then they will refund your investment and send you an additional $100 as well. So I think it's pretty good refund policy. You do need to take action though. Okay, so if you don't take action on this stuff, then please don't expect to get your $97 back. If you just want to buy this and then you expect a refund from doing nothing, then I'm sorry, that's not how this particular refund policy works, okay? So I think automatic cash cars, if you live in the right countries, in the US and Canada, Australia, and certain parts of Europe, I think it's a very, very cool way to make some additional income on the side using car rental arbitrage. All right, you can check it out at automaticCashCars.com. Definitely one of the cooler business models and courses that I've reviewed on this channel, okay? Now, if you are here watching this video right now, and you're looking for a way to generate more income, maybe you're not based in one of these countries, you're not in the US, you're not in Canada, Australia, the UK or France, right? Or maybe you're like, well, you know, I'm not super interested in creating income through renting cars, but you're still interested in making money online. On this channel, I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different ways to make money on the internet, all right? Some of them are really good, some of them so-so. A lot of them are actually a big waste of time, but out of everything that I've reviewed, I still think that there is one strategy that literally anyone from anywhere in the world can do, and I think it's the best way for a beginner to go from zero to their first $5,000 to $10,000 a month very realistically. All right, so if you would like that strategy, I've got a free masterclass that talks all about it. Click the link below and I'll send you that free masterclass if you would like. All right, I hope you enjoyed this review of automatic cash cars. All the best to you. See you on another video review. Take care.